Let's be real. Getting tested for STIs shouldn't be awkward, confusing, or a hassle. That's why TBD Health is redefining sexual healthcare with judgment-free, convenient, and reliable STI testing, whether at home or in their Denver clinic. TBD Health was founded to make sexual wellness easy and empowering. Their at-home STD tests use the same top-tier labs as hospitals and doctors' offices, so you get accurate results without ever stepping into a waiting room. Need in-person care? Their Denver clinic offers same-day STI testing, birth control, ED treatment, and more, all with no insurance required. And the best part? Their clinicians actually get it. They're trauma-aware, sensitivity-trained, and fully inclusive. So no matter your identity, experience, or last night adventures, you'll be met with support, not stigma. Take control of your sexual health today. Visit tbdhealth.co to book a same-day appointment and order an at-home test. Welcome back to Pillow Talk, your intimate drag podcast where we talk all things sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But instead of rock and roll, it's like a 3-hour DJ set at 12 a.m. where you don't really know what time it is anymore. I am so excited to have you all here. Pillow Talk is brought to you by Denver Element, an LGBTQ organization that has been serving our community for over 15 years here in Colorado. HIV and STI testing, resources for mental health and behavioral health, community groups and opportunities. They're amazing. Check out our friends over at denverelement.org to find out more. And make sure while you're online to follow us at Pillow Talk Dr. Z. That's Pillow Talk DRZ, where you can catch up on all these fun new episodes every Tuesday when they premiere. So pour up your nightcap, snuggle up under the covers, and get ready for some Pillow Talk with me, Dr. Zackarina, and my extra special guest, Sam the Tattoo Puppy. Whoa!
In the chat.
Oh my gosh, Sam, how are you doing?
I'm doing just peachy keen, Miss Sister Green. How are you doing?
Love it. I'm doing well. We are giving Elphaba and Glenda. We are. Oh my gosh. When Sam walked in, he said, okay, Elphaba. And I was like, haha. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, Glenda.
We're here.
Oh my gosh, for good. I am so excited to introduce and have Sam here on the pod. Sam is your purebred good boy and a full service dog, if you know what I mean, who is ready to support you emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Not to mention, Sam the Tattoo Puppy is a DJ. Checking out his sets. The other week you said you were where? At the Eagle?
Yeah, we did my first 4-hour session at the Eagle for their singlet night. It was, Jinx Monsoon says this. I love this perspective. She says, she never says it's a perfect night, but she'll say it was a bullseye. And it was a bullseye. It was a knockout. I felt very confident.
4-hour set?
4 hours to mix some music. It's a lot of music, baby.
And you're actively mixing it.
Yeah, and you have to prepare at least twice as much music as the hours provided in case whatever you prepared is like not the vibe for the people. You got to read the room.
I honestly now have a little bit more respect for DJs hearing that because I thought it was just like Spotify shuffle and call it a day. Because I mean, some DJs, you would think that's what they're doing. And not even letting a song get like to a point before they just hit next on it.
Hard cut transition, radio it up.
Literally, maybe an air horn to try to smooth the transition. But yeah, that is a lot of work. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so excited to have you here. Sam, we always like to start off our show with a pillow talk confession, a pillow confession, which is some story that can be funny, serious, sad, emotional, hot, heavy, who knows, maybe a little vulnerable, and so that our audience can get to know you a little bit better and we can start having some fun little conversations. So, Sam, what pillow confession do you have for us today?
I have a great one. Okay, Zackarina, have you been watching the Who's the Asshole podcast with Katya and Grindr?
I have seen clips.
Fabulous. That's all you need to know.
Love.
They have a segment where they take audience stories and they say, "Am I the asshole?" So I wanna tell you a story, and I want you to tell me if I am the asshole in this situation.
Absolutely, and I will tell you you're the asshole.
Bitch,
I will
believe
absolutely.
Okay. So it starts with a Grinder message.
First shop.
Handsome gentleman. Could have been Sniffies. Could have been Sniffies.
Side note, not to immediately tear you off into a tangent. What's better, Sniffies or Grinder?
Oh, if you're trying to get good dick, it's Sniffies.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Yes, thank you. I do not hear enough people praising Sniffies.
Well, sister, here's the thing. You just go to that group chat and you find the person that says their ass up in the Macy's bathroom.
Yep.
And, you come for the dick, you stay for the deals. Locked in.
Not that afterwards shopping at Macy's. Smart, though. I mean, hey, do 2 trips in one.
It's right there.
2 loads, 1 stone,
Okay, back to my story.
Immediately back.
Okay, so Grinder message, handsome gentleman, and he's very cute. And so we say, we're going to meet up. He says, I want to go to a kava bar. I'm like, I didn't think much of it.
Okay.
I said, sure, kava, that sounds fun. I get there. He looks like his photos. Very, very cute bearded boy. Bearded boy. Handsome. He works as a plumber or in construction, I think. Blue collar. Handsome, bearded, blue collar boy.
I'm locked in with you.
I know.
I'm ready for it.
My nipples are hard.
Yes. Mine too.
It goes really well. We have a great time. And I asked, do you want to go back to your place? Because I knew he lived nearby. And he said, I can't have people at mine, but I'm happy to go to yours. And I said, bet.
Okay.
We hopped in the cars. We go to my house, and we have a good time. So much so that I have a good time all over his chest.
Love. As one does.
Painted like a Jackson Pollock.
I love that.
Yeah, artistic. It was great. It was fabulous. Not seconds after I finished, the poppers were still pumping in my veins.
Oh, no.
He gets a phone call. The phone starts ringing. And he says, I'm sorry, I have to take this. So he gets up, and he picks up the phone. He puts it on speakerphone. He answers it, and he says, hi, Mom. And deadass, this is what I hear on the other side of the line. Deadass, I hear this on the other side of the line. Where are you? I've been texting you and I've been tracking your location. You told me you went to the kava bar to meet a friend. Why are you lying to me? You said you'd be home by 10. You're not at the bar. You're not home. This goes on. Now, Zackarina, mind you, he is covered like a Krispy Kreme glazed donut.
Oh my God.
And not only that, while he's having this entire conversation with his mother, and I'm sitting here on my bed, still poppered out beyond my mind, I can see my children dripping off him and hitting the floor. Call Child Protective Services. The kids are hitting the floor.
You're going to get him taken away. You're going to get him taken away.
So he finishes the conversation, he hangs up the phone, and so he comes back and lays down. And I said, I gotta ask you, how old are you?
Oh, no.
Because he's a handsome bearded boy working a blue collar job.
Yeah.
I assumed he was 25. I assumed he was mid-20s. Right?
Fair guess.
He says, I'm 21 and I live with my parents.
Okay.
Yes.
Workable.
Totally. In my perspective, for me, that's an immediate no.
Yeah.
Because this is what I've come to learn, that if you're not old enough to remember the teacher rolling out the TV for your entire classroom to watch 9/11 live together.
Not 9.
Like if you didn't watch Tower 2 go down with your best friend.
In third period.
Then you're not old enough to date me.
I thought that was going in a fully different direction. When you're like wheeling in the TV, I was like about to be like, yeah, to watch Bill Nye. And I think there's our age difference right there.
To watch The Princess Diary at recess because it was rainy outside.
Wow. I'm sorry, I'm still on the 9/11 thing.
I swing it big early. I'm sorry.
That hasn't landed for me yet. I have immediately 2 questions for you about 9/11. First is, what's your opinion? Are we at a place and I think I know your answer. Are we at a place in society where we can make 9/11 jokes?
I personally think so, yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I
truly.
think it's an important part of never forgetting.
Absolutely.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
That's true.
I guess second thing isn't really a question. It's more of a statement, but I love asking people, where were you during 9/11? Like, it's a great icebreaker in the bar to determine somebody's age. Because if somebody's like, I remember 9/11 versus somebody's like, girl, baby, or I did not exist, then it's like immediately chop.
Chop Tina.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I was in first grade or kindergarten, and they wheeled it out. Parents came, picked us up, snatched, taken home.
That was wild that it was such a shared experience by so many children on September 11th, 2001 that had to watch it.
Yes.
Like that, like grown adults are like, yeah, let me turn this on for my class of 7-year-olds. Like, that's just patriotism, man.
And let's be clear. People wonder why millennials are the most fucked up generation.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had 9/11 and Kathy Griffin, My Life on the D list. That will that will drive
media.
anyone
Oh my gosh.
into a fucked up state for sure.
Wow. So this kid fully had this conversation. Also had the conversation on speakerphone?
Yeah, so let's get to the asshole part. This is
That's not even
asshole. Now this is
I was ready.
This
Oh
is
my
my
God.
question to you. So
Oh, no.
now, I don't fuck with the 21-year-olds
Yeah.
because I know how much of a wreck I was at 21.
Absolutely.
I know that I should not have been touched by any, and if you were someone that fucked me, that's my camera. If you were someone that fucked me when I was 21 years old, I'm so sorry. I was such a wreck and such a mess, and I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. So I just know better.
Yep.
I just know better. So I had to, and I think he really enjoyed our time together.
Oh.
And so I was the one to say, like, hey, I don't date people this young. And I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I just want to be upfront and let you know. So my question to you is, am I the asshole for having to lay that line because I assumed he was older? Or should I have, is he the asshole for not, like, putting out on his profile that he's 21? That's my question.
Phenomenal question. I could have a Socratic seminar about this topic. This is an amazing topic because I share a similar sentiment that I do not, and I am young and supple, but I do not, Sapel Rowan, I do not sleep with anybody younger than me. And that means even like a year younger. That's not something I'm interested in. Not to be like, I'm so mature, you could never. But it's like, I lean towards older people of like preferred partners. So that's just a natural thing. But B, I have been to tracks on a Thursday night.
Oh, girl.
I don't want to interact with a 21-year-old. Getting to the bar, because similarly, I was the annoying 21-year-old. I was the 21-year-old on Grindr, being a menace to society. Yeah, having sex when, not to be like I shouldn't have been, but when I was just like, I'm just causing chaos. Like, I'm not making anyone's life better right now. I'm thinking that I'm amazing at sex, having a lot of it, and then leaving. Like, it's like a reverse Santa Claus, but I'm going into your house and like, well, leaving a load still, and then leaving out through the chimney. Like, it was chaos. So I think whenever I'm on any of those apps, if somebody doesn't have their age, I do ask them. The two like facts that I will ask somebody if it's not on their profile are age. And then
where were you during 9/11?
And where were you during 9/11? Actually, I use that to figure out their age. And then I do the math and backtrack it. Use 9/11 as a baseline for any possible hookups.
You say, what is the acronym for ASL?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh. Should we say it together?
1, 2, 3.
Age, sex, location.
That was that took me a long time to get. Nobody told me it. I would be on Omegle, not when I was supposed to be, being like, what does this mean? ASL? I thought ASL sign language. So I was like, why? I was like, but we're typing. Why? I never understood it until somebody finally, like, years later, was like, it means age, sex, location. And I was like, oh.
It all clicks, girl.
Yeah, but the other one is height. I also like to know somebody's height. Even though I don't really have a preference, I just like to know, am I looking at like the big friendly giant right now? Are you 6'7", gonna be ducking through my doorway, or am I picking you up to put you on the bed? You
Are you
know,
topping or bottoming? Yeah, you
right?
got to figure it out.
Yeah, I need to know, like, logistically. Do I need to get the the steppy stool out? You know, the high chair out for whoever's bottoming.
For you or for me?
Exactly. So yeah, I don't think you're the asshole. I think you set a very clear boundary. I think you were like very far from it, because I'm the type of person, was when I was like having more sex and when I was 21, I'm a ghoster. I'm just gonna ghost you.
Oh, Casper.
Yup, I love a ghost. I'm so great at
Kapoof.
it. It's bad. It's not to be like I don't like that about myself. I just wish that I could say those things of like, and now as an adult, I'm like, okay, I'll be like, hey, sorry, just didn't feel it. Best of luck. Rate me on Yelp and like give me, endorse me for PowerPoint on LinkedIn. Thank you. Add me on LinkedIn. Let's connect.
Give me the 5-star review. And
the
let's
networking
call
part of
from
Grindr.
here.
Yeah.
Word.
So no, I don't think you're an asshole.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of it.
I know. Do you think you were the asshole?
No, I don't, but it does remind me that if somebody doesn't have their age, it's if you assume, it makes an ass out of you and me. So it's just better not to assume if you can avoid it.
Yeah. I think, and sometimes there are hookups or situations where it's like, I don't care about that information, because it's like, I know I'm only going to see you once, you know? And there are sometimes like that, and then there are other times where, yeah, there is more interaction. That is just insane that he picked up the phone
and put it on speaker. And once again, this is a very lovely person. I really enjoyed spending time with this guy. He was really, really sweet. That fucking cracked me up.
That's wild.
Cracked me up.
It's hilarious. It's kind of camp.
It is. It's so
camp.
It's so camp. That is exactly what it is. Honestly, fierce.
Literally, it's kind of also like very sound in their like who they are. Like, to be able to pick up the phone of your mom, not on your chest, still just like hanging out, a reverse Krispy Kreme.
FaceTime could have been on. Who knows?
Literally.
Who knows?
Oh my gosh. It's funny that you bring this up of like a parent being involved in like a situation.
Tell
because
me, sister.
I
want to know.
I've gone through so far in the season a lot of my like biggest stories of like pillow confessions. And then I was like starting to rack my brain, because I have a lot of good, bad, and ugly.
I believe it.
I could write a book. And I was like, oh, what are the other ones? And I had one where I remember this guy invited me over. I was in Raleigh, North Carolina. Shout out, City of Oaks. And he invited me over. I was 21. He was like late 20s. And I remember he was like, oh yeah, come over to my house. And I was like, okay. And I went over and he was
rich.
Like, I know, no, immediately. That's why I was like, oh, rich. And I kind of have, for listeners that have listened to other episodes, I had a bit of a Zamora moment where I go to his house. We're watching the Eurovision movie or something. It was like
willingly?
Not. I was like, I'm here for one thing, but then I got into the movie. So then I was like, fuck, I don't want to stop it.
No, I'm obsessed with the plot line.
Yeah, and then he ordered pizza. I was like, this is becoming a whole thing when I thought we were just hooking up. But anyways, and then I hear what sounds like someone breaking into the house. And I'm like, oh my God, someone's in your house. Just my mom. I'm like, you little bitch. You
just
little
my
bitch.
Mom.
Just my mom.
How old are we talking?
So I'm at your mom's house right now. Like the mom?
No. How old is the gentleman?
Late 20s. Like I think it was like a 27 to like 29.
Tough.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, living at home with your parents, not issue.
Not an issue at all.
Not the issue here. It's the like, just own it.
You gotta communicate. You gotta let them know. Also, if you're fucking sucking taking loads, I don't want my parents to be listening to that personally.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want my parents to ever consider that I have a sex life.
I will say I did have sex on a pool table when I was 18 years old with my shoes on and my pants down on my ankles, and my boyfriend at the time fucked me while his parents were upstairs. But it wasn't my parents, I'll just say that.
Hey, and that means it's legal. You're allowed to do that. Yeah, I mean, I was watching some like comedy thing, and this person was like, to make sex more fun, we have to make it illegal. So that like the taboo of it, of like, oh my gosh, we can't get caught, is going to make it so much hotter. And I feel like that's kind of a little bit of that premise of like, it is a thing for some people to like have sex with other people, like in the house or in the room. Don't like. If like, I've been on, I was in a fraternity, and I've been on trips.
Frat queen.
Frat boy. Yeah, brother. These shoulders were in a fraternity, baby. Sigma Phi Epsilon, go brotherhood.
Sigma Phi.
Yeah, Siget, baby. Great fraternity. But yeah, I have heard the horror stories of somebody sleeping, and then you can eat next to you, and you're like, that would piss me off. That would piss me off. For like one, I'm like, bitch, you know I'm not getting any right now. Like, that's not nice.
Rude.
And then also like, bitch, get a different room. Not just get a room, get a different room.
You all lived in the same house?
COVID hit right when I was going to live in the
Zackarina.
house. Yeah, so I never had to,
Brutal.
thankfully.
Yeah, for the best.
Yeah.
Did you stick with them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
until I graduated. So it was fun. I love my pledge guests. I love my brothers. They were all
Yeah.
sweet. They were very sweet and kind to me. The closet was glass in college, and so they very much hit me with the like, you know, one of them had a gay twin brother, and he would always be like, you know, my twin brother who's gay, and I love him even though he's gay, and anybody else who were gay, I would love them. Da 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 da, and it would just go over my head. And then finally I came out and they're like,
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad if you just happened to suck my dick or something.
I mean, hey, there were a couple where I was like, but then it's like sister dick will make you sick, brother dick will make you sick.
Brother dick will ruin your life. I was in a fraternity too. I was the first gay president of my fraternity.
Oh my god, work. What frat?
It was Cairo Psi. We only had local frats at our college. There wasn't any nationals. And it was like very much the teddy bear bros, which is kind of, if I'm talking about the straight men that I just enjoy the most, teddy bear straight men.
Love.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
You know the brand?
tell me more. Or tell us all more.
Tell us all. Hello, people. This is my camera.
You should know this too.
A teddy bear straight man is a straight man that certainly is a heterosexual boy, but is kind of like a little bit of a nerd. They're like highly addicted to a specific quirk or a specific against the grain activity that they assign to their personality.
Yeah.
And as a feature of that, they're not like existing or caring about being in the mainstream of like, oh, this is what mass bros do, blah, 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 blah.
Very that.
I think like they can relate to a queer person being like, oh, I'm kind of in the subculture of the straight world in a way that you maybe don't always fit in with the quote unquote cool kids, and we can find community in that. So that's what I would say is a teddy bear straight boy, and I enjoy them a lot.
Kind of like a man with empathy.
God, let me know when you find one. Let me know, sister.
Especially a straight man with empathy. Whoa. That's a unicorn.
Yeah.
That's a unicorn.
Yeah. I actually think it's harder to find a gay man with empathy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a joke that I've used a lot in stand-up sets where I'm like, on the count of 3, let's all say the weakest part of the gay or the LGBTQ plus community. 1, 2, gay men. Yeah, because it's like, yeah, gay men will tell you a 15-minute story in which they're the antagonist. You know, it's like you're a bad person, dude.
There's a reason the L comes first.
Girl. And I think we could put a couple other letters first.
I believe so.
I think we should re-alphabetize a little bit.
I'm down. But well, okay. So, sister, you're a single Pringle in this world. Yeah. Okay.
Allegedly, no.
Well, I was recently thinking about how to describe being a single person in the gay community in Denver is, and I have a story.
Yes.
That I think describes it very well.
I'm ready.
It's a simple fact. Being a single gay man in Denver, dating in Denver, is knowing that you've made out with your father's dermatologist.
So I can't relate to that one, Diva. I was ready to be here with you. Well, I was so excited, and I was buckled up with your. Say that again.
Being a single gay man in Denver is knowing you've made out with your father's dermatologist.
Your father's
I've
dermatologist.
made out with my father's dermatologist.
At the clinic, or like?
Well, not only that, it gets even better. Not only did I make out with this dermatologist, but he was my dermatologist.
Oh.
In high school.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of a fun dynamic.
Yeah. I made out with the person that prescribed me Accutane.
Not the Accutane.
Years later, sister.
And then he was trying to get you pregnant.
Well, let's get into this. This is what dating as a single person in Denver is like. It's like knowing that you will get a message on occasion from your father's dermatologist, and he'll say, "Hey, thinking about you. Just saw your dad today. He's doing fine.
Oh my God.
Don't worry."
Don't worry.
No, he said, "Don't worry. I didn't tell him I saw you at the orgy last weekend." I'm not lying. I have the
Gag.
receipts.
Gaggy.
This is what it's like.
Also, a dermatologist going to the orgies, I trust you. I'm like, okay, I want my dermatologist knowing that fluids are going on people's skin and knowing how to still keep it clear. Baby,
Listen.
that's who I trust.
Yeah, to get the insider.
So for that, does that mean that Denver's just a very small community to you? Does it feel like you're making out with like random people who end up being like super connected in later?
I think that's the. I think the two you've pinpointed the two takeaways that I think are true. One, the Denver queer scene is a fabulously but intimate community.
Yeah.
Could use more diversity as we have more. It is growing.
Yeah.
We would love it to grow faster.
Yeah. I think from what I've heard in like big cities, queer scenes can be really separated. Like you could never interact with this other gay person and not have connections, versus Denver, everyone is connected. Like the web is pretty heavily intertwined. Like
Very
people
much.
aren't existing in isolation too often.
Very much. And sometimes that's a very, very good thing for when you have to lean on people and have people support. It makes it a lot easier, in my opinion, to like make friends.
Yeah.
However, everyone's business and other people's businesses does crack me up.
1000%.
Yeah.
1000%. I'm super curious, slight tangent side road. What does then the community look like for the pup community of Denver? I'm
Great
assuming
question.
super tight knit. Or like everybody knows everyone.
It is. This is my perspective on the Denver gay scene. Denver gay scene, and just Denver in general, is a fabulous place that has everything.
Mm-hmm.
We have the mountains.
Yeah.
We have lakes. We have a city. We have a gay scene. But it's not the best at anything, you know? So we have a pup scene. We have a kink scene. We have different facets. We have lesbian scenes. But it's just not as, say, bustling or as strong as other places and other locations. So the fact that we have any access to a pup scene at all, and that bars regularly do monthly pup events, is a very special thing. However, in terms of like as a wide, expansive pup community, it's in the process of growing, and it's getting there, and there's connections being made, and things are progressing, and it's beautiful. But here's a particularly exceptionally, stunningly amazing thing about dogs. The pup community is naturally so supportive.
Oh.
So supportive, so loving, so supportive. And by the shock on your face, you and I know drag world very well.
Unfortunately.
And we love drag queens. I wouldn't say...
Don't put words in my mouth. Do not put words in my mouth. And I started with myself of who I hate the most.
Well, we love drag queens. I love drag queens.
Allegedly, yes.
Allegedly. But the drag scene is not particularly naturally supportive. Totally. You can find your pockets of support and everything, but in the dogs, it's so easy to like walk into a pup event knowing nobody and then being able to make friends there, or just walk up to people and say hello and have full conversations. There's like a unique piece of, this is my experience and this is a shared experience, and dogs by nature are just very friendly, lovey, affectionate, playful, that it's really enjoyable and really easy to tap into that energy.
That's so nice. I'm curious, what got you into the pup scene in the first place? What was your like intro, your toes in the water moment?
Well, I was 18 years old and I had a dom-sub relationship, not a boyfriend relationship, but a dom-sub relationship with an older guy. And he introduced me to pup play. And it was something that just naturally aligned very well with my personality. I'm a buoyant kind of boy. I'm very playful. I'm very silly. I'm very lovey. I'm very affectionate. I'm emotional. And so it just being in a sexual headspace that normalized that and kind of like a bit of maybe the edgier side of being feral and leaning into like kind of the wild side of your sexual personality was something I found so appealing. And when my relationship ran its course with this guy, I didn't touch pup play for years until I think sometime last year
Right.
is when I dipped my toes back into it because it's something I just loved.
Yeah.
The sexual side is much easier to me than the social side.
Right.
And that's not the same for other people, but for me, that's been my relationship to pup play.
And I'm assuming there's already like kind of an inherent with you kind of talking about like that dom sub relationship that got you into it. I'm assuming that power dynamic continues to play on throughout the pup play community of like the pups versus is it owners or like who like that kind of relationship of pups and who has them on the leash kind of situation.
Great question. It can look differently. There are people that are handlers, and the handlers would be a non-pup that maybe handles, take care of, or owns a pup. And there's also like alpha, beta, and omega kind of like packs, which are similar to drag families, a little bit different.
Yeah.
But it is like a community of like-minded people that get along with each other, or really like each other, and it kind of ranges within those realms.
And where do you align on kind of that spectrum of like, are you in any packs? Like, or do you find yourself more in the alpha position, more in like the submissive position? Like, where do you align?
Listen, y'all, I'm a true versatile.
Oh my gosh.
Flip it up, switch it up.
Wow.
Yeah, because just not hours before I came here, I was rearranged like a Rubik's Cube.
Clock
This
it.
very hot pup came over, and he did to my ass what Jack Nicholson did to that door in The Shining. Ripped it open, girl. Ripped it open. Like your kids tearing up gift wrapping on Christmas.
Oh my God. I love that. And also, it takes a lot to make me clutch my pearls. And that just
really
made me
doing my best.
clutch my pearls.
It was a 9/11 joke and that fucked up humor.
You know the way to my heart. Wow. A Rubik's Cube and The Shining. Need me a man like that.
Yeah,
Need
give me a
man
boy like that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So then what how did kind of your pup persona start to make its way into kind of like more of your sex life, especially more of like your content side of things? Like how did that come in? Was that along with just like refinding your passion for it, or was it more intentional?
It was very much aligned to the first part, the refining the passion.
Love.
I was already a content creator through OnlyFans, and I ran my OnlyFans, Sam Savory.
Plug. Hell yeah.
Give me for the low price of $9.99 a month.
And good content too. Clock it. It's good content.
The reviews are in.
The
Thank you
reviews
so
are
much.
good. The reviews are good, honey.
Well, I was already making and filming with creators, and just like it was very much a relationship. Like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is something I do on the side. I was already competent with social media, so editing videos and having a consistent posting schedule wasn't new. Just took discipline, and pup play was always at its root a sexual thing for me.
Yeah.
Like it was used as a headspace in a sexual relationship with somebody else. So when I started bringing pup play back into my life, it started back in a sexual sense and in the OnlyFans. And that's when I really realized how much of a beautifully expansive community really loves OnlyFans pups. And the key to OnlyFans, just like in drag, you have to find your niche.
1,000%.
You gotta find the corner of the street corner that you set up and put your lemonade stand on.
York and Colfax, baby.
What's on York and Colfax for you? What are the metaphors of York and Colfax?
Me.
Comedy and tits.
Baby. Camp and more camp.
Camp and camp.
Yeah. But that's kind of the niche that you found for yourself.
Absolutely, and it really took off, and I realized that It was something that I naturally, it's not something I'm doing just because, oh yeah, this is successful. I'm not RFK. I'm not saying, oh, just because me saying shit about vaccines gets me affection from this community means I'm
Right.
going to go down that route, even though I vaccinated my kids, you low-life little lying piece of shit. So
Yeah.
it's much more of a like, this is something that was already natural to me. And then I was just very fortunate that when I brought it forward to the public eye, it was really loved. And the world gives you signs. Maybe I want to be an astronaut. But the world's like, you should put on that hood and suck fucking take loads instead.
Yeah.
And I said, okay.
Thank God. Thank God.
I'm not Katy Perry. I couldn't do it.
No,
Yeah.
only so many people can go to space, but everyone can go to space. Not everybody can wear a pup mask and take loads.
Hello.
Hey, hey,
That's on God.
I'd like to see Katy Perry. No, I'm kidding.
Put on the fucking mask and take a load.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
fuck,
What would you
sister.
say when it comes to the perspective? Because especially like in the queer community, there's a lot more a higher level of acceptance and understanding of like the pup scene versus outside of the queer scene. You get a lot less, and a lot of people truly have never heard of it or never been exposed to it or never sought out to learn more about it. What would you say is the number one thing that people get wrong about the pup community? Like, what is the biggest myth? Interview question.
Do. What is the biggest thing that people get wrong about pup play? Just because someone is putting on the mask doesn't mean that they're trying to do a literal cosplay of a dog. I think that would be the biggest one.
Yeah.
My personal relationship is I don't have the relationship of chasing a ball. I don't have the relationship of playing with somebody on all fours. That's not my relationship to pup play. That is other people's relationship to pup play. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing to be in that very open, comfortable, in your body, in your mind headspace. But that's not everyone's. And a lot of people ask me, like, so what's it like having sex with a pup? And I say, it's just less kissing and more barking.
Oh, love that.
And that's great.
Yeah.
That lines it up.
And that's not too different from normal sex. What's the difference between a bark and the weird grunts sometimes we hear people make? Or like the awkward moans where someone's trying to be hot, but it doesn't come out hot. And then you're just kind of like,
Are you talking from personal experience?
Oh,
sister?
1,000%. 1,000%. And I don't like a soundless sex. I mean, I want to know that we're both still alive. Like, well, we got to make sure we're not.
We're checking in.
We're not on hard ice. Like, we can talk to each other. It's sex. It's not a silent film, you know? So it's like nice to have that. So you feel like there's not really major differences between if you're having sex with a pup versus having sex with somebody else. It's just.
Not really. I think that in most like intimate sex, making out is like a big driver. Like, you know, maybe if you think it's like a transition activity.
Right.
I was sucking your dick. Now I'm running up to the top. We're making out. And I'm bending over. You're eating me out.
Right.
Then we're making out. Maybe not in that order.
Yeah, right. Lots of going back to the mouth. Yeah, it really is. It's the equivalent of the like drag queen like do in the mix that everybody has. The whip crack, the record scratch, the static noise. It's and every mix that you could have. It's like I don't really know how we're gonna get from A to B, so I'm gonna just make out. And that's gonna get us to it.
That's the transition period.
Yeah.
And I don't like making out in my hood.
Really?
It's
Oh, yeah, that makes
logistically
sense.
difficult.
For sure.
I love kissing out of the mask. So I'll take it off and we'll have our moments.
Yeah.
But with the mask on, I don't like kissing. It's just a logistical pain.
Yeah.
And it's also
Right. You're kind of like, not to be like it's a trade of like when you're putting on the hood, when you're putting on, your pup hood, it's kind of like I know that I'm not going to be doing that activity. I'm going to be taking a step away from it to have this other experience.
totally. And because let's say Phoenix is a place that has a massive pup scene. Massive pup scene. And it's very easy to assume that if you're hooking up with a muggle gay man,
Muggle? Muggle?
If you're hooking up with a vanilla Muggle gay man, they've probably done something or seen a pup before.
Right.
But here, the Muggle gays probably have never done anything with a pup before. So I just say, I just make it clear. I say, hey, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. Don't make out with me in the hood. And just reel my little socks off.
I love that. Just like being clear, being explicit, having that communication, which you probably couldn't have that communication with like a 21-year-old. Probably not. They're going to be like, what?
And that's called a callback, honey.
Baby, we love a callback. I think one of the things I really want out of the pup community is I want a recreation of Jim Carrey's The Mask, but it's a pup mask. Like, just like the entire, like everything the exact same, but just it's a pup hood. And nobody really acknowledges it, but that's the mask for him.
Do you still want all the white people dancing to Cuban beat?
To be fair, I don't really remember anything from the movie. All I know is the idea of it, and that's it.
Yes.
So maybe there is an opportunity for some reinvention, maybe a rewrite or two.
Sister, I know there's a lot of chaotic green mask puppies that I could call upon that would fulfill this Jim Carrey business easily.
And then it slowly morph its way into the OnlyFans video. It starts as, again, 30 minutes of plot, only 5 minutes of fucking. I'm trying to have a good distribution of our time.
What's the last good porn plot line
Let me put
you
my cards down.
invested?
I love porn, girl. You got me talking now.
Tell me.
So I've talked about this, I think before, where we're entering this new era of porn of like what I call Emmy nominated porn, which is where it's a 30-minute video. First 15 minutes are plot. Like they only fuck for 15 minutes. And I'm like, girl, Oscar noms. Like, this is amazing. I watched this video and it was like, This is gonna sound wild.
I'm so excited.
I had to put my dick down for a second to like watch the video. Like that's how much it had me. It was this, again, 30-minute video, first 15 minutes just plot of this like younger couple that invited two of their friends. One was older and one was like younger. And then younger couple, they were all in a hot tub. Younger couple starts kissing. They're like, we're gonna go to the bedroom, da da da. And then like the older guy and the younger guy are there, and you learn that they're both gay and out, or like queer and out. And they start having this conversation about like what it's like being out now versus back in the day. And so the older guy is talking about his experience being like, that just like wasn't a thing. Like you couldn't just like make out with your partner in a hot tub and like have these really fun moments. And like, it was like really, I like fully was like watching this movie, and then they moved to the bedroom, continue the conversation, and then they started fucking.
This is produced by therapists.
It was, yeah, I was like, Brene Brown's name is going to be executive producer behind it. It was wild, but I really loved it and appreciated it. What about you?
That's so fierce and fabulous. Are you sure you're watching porn, or was it just an episode of Will and Grace?
Maybe it was a Netflix original, you know? I have no idea at this point. Red, White, and Royal Blue Part 2. Like,
I am a true and tried lemon whore.
Oh,
you know what the lemon whore
I
is, surely.
know what you're
you
talking
know
about.
exactly about the lemon whores.
That's a throwback.
It's an OG.
It's a classic.
Yeah. If you want to, like, encapsulate the fucked up nature of millennials, lemon whores.
The lemon whores. That was a very campy video.
Yeah.
Very campy, very silly, very iconic.
Can I come over here? They were sitting like this together, and they were staring. They said, "Look at us and our lemon trees. I hope that no lemon whores ever steal our lemons in the lemon trees." And that was that.
And then chaos ensued. It honestly, yeah, that's a classic. That's canon. That's
Beautiful.
one of the OGs.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, Sam, I have good news and bad news. What do you want to hear first?
We're gonna do the good news first.
Good news. I've had so much fun hanging out with you. Where can all the kids who want to follow you and hang out with you more, where can they catch you?
Okay, some shameless plugs that I have to do right over here. Hi. My name is the Pup Sam on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter, on Blue Sky, or OnlyFans at Sam Savory. I am known as Sam the Tattoo Puppy. I'm also producing an event called the Puppy Cruise. The Puppy Cruise is coming up on September 7th to September 12th. It is with Virgin Voyages. We have a private puppy group getting together on this cruise, and we're going to be doing a huge pup social. We're going to do a pup brunch, and we're going to do a headline pup mosh with some of the biggest puppy names in the country, such as Xander, who is going to be DJing. We're going to have Harlow, who's going to be dancing, and of course, New York's finest, Pup Coco, who will also be dancing. So it's going to be a really, really special time. Please check out our website, thepuppycruise.com, if you want to find some information.
Fierce. Pups at Sea.
Pups at Sea, sister.
That's
Paws on deck.
so fun. And that was, again, what was it, September 7th through the 12th?
September 7th to the 12th.
I know what I'm doing September 7th through the 12th.
Come on. You're going to dress as Cruella de Vil in a really fucked up kind of way.
Stop.
And skin some dogs.
That next time I go to the Eagle, Pup Night, I'm going to go as Cruella and just be like, what? I thought it was Pup Night. I thought it was Pup Night.
And what?
And instead of like fur, it's just pup hoods.
Yeah.
Sewed into a coat.
And
I'm like, what?
That you're collecting.
I feel like that would
my
traumatize
God.
the boys. That would be scary.
Is that like every single load you take from a puppy, you like take their soul and their pup hood?
Yes.
That's like your kind of fucked up witchery. That's your Ursula bullshit.
Yes.
You suck the soul out of them like Winifred Sanderson, but with your booty hole.
And I have just a coat that goes out the door. Like it goes on forever and ever and ever. Oh my gosh, Sam, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me, Zackarina.
Unfortunately, we are coming to the end. That is the bad news. But now that everybody knows where to follow you and where they can catch you at the 7 Seas, they can hang out forever and ever and ever. If you all enjoyed Pillow Talk, make sure that you like, subscribe, leave a message, leave a comment, send a DM, send an email, maybe a carrier pigeon. I'll accept any type of mail. And make sure that you are following us online at Pillow Talk DRZ, Pillow Talk Dr. Z, for new episodes every Tuesday. So that once you get through that like Monday slump, you've got something exciting waiting for you on Tuesday. We post all the new videos, we post clips online. So make sure that you're following so that you stay in the loop. We also want to do a huge shout out to our main sponsor, Denver Element. Denver Element has been serving our queer community for so long here in Colorado. Check them out. They're doing amazing things. And a huge shout out to Dude IDK Studio for having us, hosting and producing and filming all of this podcast content. It's amazing. If you want your own podcast, hit them up. Also check out their social media because they do shows here in their new location. So it's super fun for everybody. But on behalf of our entire cast, crew, and Sam the Tattoo Puppy, my name is Dr. Zackarina Jenny Ho. Good night and big balls. Thank you.